What mod are we using? We're always using the same mod. The only mod that I have used in Civ, or have been using in Civ, is CQUI. It's just a user interface mod. It actually incorporates many other little mini mods that have been pulled together. But yeah, it's just the one. I think if you do the !what game or !mods, you'll get a link to it. It's the Chaos Quick UI or whatever, and it just adds like all kinds of extra little handy-dandy informations and some cool little extra lenses and stuff like that, and a better trade screen. And it's just awesome. The only thing it doesn't do is give you an alert when a city can bombard, which is still ludicrous that it's not in the main game. But there it is. Okay, so let's talk about the game here. Real League, you're just right, Quill. I only measure in Kelvin also. Let's get to the game. So we're playing as Poland here, which seems to have survived the Australia patch perfectly fine. It is worth noting, one of the big changes, one of the big balance changes in the Australia patch was that while commercial hubs give you a trade route and harbors give you a trade route, they no longer stack in the same city. So you will only get one trade route from one of them in each city. However, it looks like the way things worked in Civ, in the Civ 6 and our save, we still have our old total of trade routes in here. Whoa! So while going forward, we won't get as many trade routes. We won't be able to double stack the trade routes from those districts. Currently, we're still okay. It is, you know, kind of a sad nerf. You know, the bonus trade routes, and then, you know, the non-overlapping bonus from entertainment districts and industrial zones does seem a little bit, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, I don't know. But it is what it is. So, but we are going to keep taking advantage of it, apparently, in our current setup. So, boom! Excellent. Cool Man Fight coming in with a big tip. Thank you very much, Cool Man Fight, from Aarhus, or however you pronounce it, in Denmark. Always saying, with all the snow you will be getting, give some or all of it to Denmark. Cool Man always wants more snow. Listen, you're free to, like, come over here, grab a shovel, fill up a few bags full of snow and bring it home. I would not complain if you were to get rid of some of this stuff. So, are you hyped for the next Path of Exile League? Absolutely, it's going to be very exciting. That starts on Friday. Oh, and another. Okay, we're gonna start playing here soon. But we got another big tip in from Flamebeard. Clearly, it's the start of the month. Everyone's super pumped. Thank you for all the support for the channel, all y'all. Makes a really big difference. I appreciate it. There's going to be some weirdness for the next little bit, at least on the YouTube side, because I'm partnered with Maker Studios, and they're like shutting down or something. Not literally, but they're going to be trimming. They have like something like 10,000 partner channels, and they're going to be dropping it down to like 300 or something. So I have no idea what's going to be happening on the YubTubs and trying to keep things organized there. So I don't know. So I appreciate this. This always gives me that extra layer of comfort and security, because I mean, I'm a person that worries a lot about things, so I appreciate that very much. So Flamebeard says, sorry for not buying you any whiskey in February. I was busy financing awesome games, like the flamboyant Spanish tycoon I am. Alright, now I have a whole other image of you, Flamebeard. With the name Flamebeard, I always envisioned you as some sort of, like, red-headed pirate, right? Or red-haired pirate, I should say. But now I got a whole other image of you, Flamebeard. Thank you very much. And Schwinn, hey, thank you very much. I always enjoy your streams. You're the best. I have a little question for you. Do you know when there will be a map editor for Civ 6? I don't know, actually. I've been searching info about it on the forum and finding nothing. Thanks. In the Australia patch, did they finally enable workshop support? Yeah. So Steam Workshop support is there. And there are like custom like maps and things like that. Oh, it looks like you can get the CQUI weekly builds over there too. Maybe I'll have to go through the workshop. I haven't been doing that yet. So I don't know. I don't know about an actual map editor. I actually no idea. So if someone else knows in the chit chat, you let us know. I joined a YouTube network ages ago. It used to be the old way that you could actually monetize your gaming videos, but that's no longer true. So I think I'm going to go networkless. But that's a whole big jeepers. That's a whole big question mark. I'm scared. I'm very scared. So we'll see how that goes. Bob, thank you very much. Bob 790. He says, snow bad, Civ good. Keep up the good work. Snow. It reminds me of do you guys remember the episode of Buffy? I think is it the one where they all regress to like cavemans or whatever, and Buffy says, "Fire bad, tree pretty." So that's a line we say a lot around here. That is a line we say a lot. Okay, we're closing in on almost 10 minutes of preamble here. I'm like, this is starting to be like in a Kiss for Luck stream. Let's play some video games. What do you think? There's the list of mods I'm using is 1, CQUI. Small speed. Oh my god. Holy cow. God. Small Speed said, can you send some of that cool air down to Florida, please? It's going to be a high of 88 Fahrenheit or 31 degrees Celsius. Listen, Small Speed, I'll see what I can do when possibly I'm in Florida later this month for a work thing. Stay tuned for more information. It hasn't been settled or official yet, but so I don't want to talk about it until it's settled. But there might be a trip coming in soon, so stay tuned. Okay, Poland! Things! Science! Going to space! All these things are happening. We have waged a couple of wars here to stop the AI. One of the things you have to do on the higher difficulties in practice, because the AI gets so many bonuses, if you just leave them alone, they will inevitably surpass you. Just sort of one of those things that is almost certainly going to be true, unless you've got some sort of crazy thing going on with your cities. But most likely the AI will surpass you. You start with 1 settler, they start with 3, they start with a bunch of free techs, they get bonuses to tech and production and all that kind of stuff, okay? So what we have done is we've done our standard sort of wage a few wars to trim back the AI, making them considerably less dangerous, as well as empowering ourselves. And we're able to do that because, as humans, we are better at the sort of tactical warfare aspect than the Civ 6 AI will be. And that's just the way it's going to be. You know, unless you've got, like, the deep blue supercomputer running Civ in the background, you're just going to be better at war. At least, you know, at least in the next 10 or 20 decades, maybe. Then maybe things will change. Now, our science is far outpacing everyone else at this point. We're making 326 science per turn. The next highest is Arabia at 200 science. But because of the way things go, especially I've come to realize one of the reasons that the AI gets so much of a science boost early on, I suspect, is because they start with some free civics. And they're able to get to the civics that give you, you know, the 100% adjacency bonuses to campuses and all that stuff a lot sooner. So they're getting a lot more of that science multiplication a lot sooner. That's one of the things we're going to notice in our Australia game that I've started. I've recorded several episodes of that already. And Australia has some sick bonuses to the campuses. And I'm like, oh, it's going to be great. We're going to get so much tech. And then I'm finally like, why am I still behind the AI and tech in the early game? And then finally I realize it's because they get the policies sooner to basically double their science output. And it's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But you can catch up and things will get better over there. So despite the fact that we're making more science per turn now, the AI has had more time, more ahead. As a result, if I recall correctly, and we'll get to those tips in just a second, I promise, I just wanted to get a little bit of talky-talky in here. As a result, Arabia has already built a spaceport and researched rocketry. They haven't launched an Earth satellite yet. Also, just because they've done that doesn't necessarily mean they're beelining anything specific. The AI tends to pick some of that up just in case, and then sees how things go, and it doesn't always beeline the same way. Whereas we have not even researched rocketry yet. It is, you know, so it's 10 turns away. So we'll finally get rocketry, although then we still have to build a frickin' spaceport, well, probably multiple spaceports, and then go. But most likely, now that we've got the science lead, we can keep sort of, we should be able to win that race. We may still go and do another war against Arabia. They've been quite tough, though. Their cities are incredibly well defended. Look at this, 101, 106. I will get to these tips real soon, I promise. 106 city defense, very, very powerful. They've also been running around with, like, corps and armies and stuff like that. We have unlocked corps at this point. We don't have armies. We do very upgraded things, but it may be a little bit tricky. That being said, soon enough we'll get rocket artillery, and we might do a follow-up war. We may not have to, I don't know. We are going for a space victory just because, you know, when you're Poland, you must into space. That's the way that it works. I think that's all the preamble here. So we're gonna go and we'll take a look at the whiskey and chocolate fund contributions, and then we will hit the next turn. I think that sounds okay. We'll also address some questions. Take spaceports from Arabia. That is an idea. I don't remember which city has the spaceport. I'm bad at seeing things. Is that it here? Spaceport. Yeah. Okay. That might not be the only one actually. So it's possible they have more than one. We do have some spies doing some things as well. So what do we have coming in here? Oh, we got another tip from Flamebeard, who says, actually, I have a lush reddish beard and hair like Ragnar in the first season. Although there the similarities end. That is actually really cool. That's actually kind of badass, I gotta say. Gradumacated sent in a tip to say, I've been following for years now, so it's time I gave a token of my appreciation. Here's to whiskey and chocolate. Whiskey and chocolate. Well, this is just coffee. Later will come the whiskey. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Sequoia says, hi, loving your stream. Question from Norway. Are you going to play Stellaris Utopia when it shows up in April? Keep up the good work. Almost certainly. It'll partially depend on the schedule. Stellaris is... The last couple of Let's Plays for it have really disappointed me. Hit that mid-game and it really did feel kind of to me. Utopia does promise to change that a lot. Almost certainly we will be taking a look at it. I would very strongly suspect. AP Spoon says, found you through Baldur's Gate's videos. Ooh, been watching ever since. Thanks for all the entertainment from a fellow Northern Ontarian. Oh, excellent. Wow, there's not that many of us, really. And yeah, Baldur's Gate is a series which hasn't quite been finished yet, which would still be a nice thing to do. But we'll see. Colonel Sidequest says, thanks for the streams, Quill. Here's some dollar for the chocolate whiskey fun from a fellow warrior. Aha, warrior. Yeah. We worry, we stress. Real life is scary sometimes. Cool Man Fight, thank you very much for your tip and your continued support of the channel. And of course, your drunken advisory all the time. I shall not be outdone money-wise. I love this first 10 minutes of this live stream. The cool Sober Advisor is watching you. Ooh, Sober Advisor today. And Java, thank you for that. That's kind of hard to say. He says, payday! Keep the wonderful content. Well, thank you very much, Java. Okay. You're not allowed to tip if your name's so hard to say. Alright, let's next turn it up. 12 degrees? Oh, where are you? Oh, I'm thinking JP Azores might be from the Azores? I don't know. 12 degrees would be really nice today. So there's some religious stuff going on, which I don't think we've really dealt with. We do have some faith going around. I should actually take a little peek there. Is there any chance, so the Protestant religion, is there any chance we can faith buy anything with you? We could faith buy some what? There might be some others. Not that we have much in the way of holy sites, actually. Biplanes. Stock exchange sewers. Okay. This is the city of Tyvek. What do we want to do in Tyvek? Ooh, you know what we need? We need some freaking builders, don't we? We're 13 terms away from a policy change, unless there's something we can sneak in a little sooner. We could sneak in conservation in 3. We could do a reformed church in 3. I don't think we're looking for theocracy, because we're beyond that at this point, but it would be a very fast way to change it. Now, reformed church is a dead end. Scorched Earth would only take 4 turns, and it's also a dead end. Does give it 2 envoys, though, which is pretty good. We're going Cold War into Space Race. But I actually think it might be a good idea. We're going to pick up Scorched Earth for now. Then we're going to go back into beelining towards Space Race. Let me just check our government policies over here. Oh, we already have Public Works. Never mind. Abandon plan. Just go directly Cold War into Space Race. That's going to be fine. So we can build builders right now. And we actually have a fair amount of money as well. We've got oil. You can see there's a lot of territory that's not improved here either. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a builder. And then I'm also going to queue a builder up. I think that's going to be fine. I'll probably only buy the one. I could afford a second one, but that's it. Amsterdam, are you still... Yeah, you're still the Suzerain of Arabia. So we're going to keep that that infantry over there. We have hooked up 1 oil over here. We're going to keep working with this Bilderuni over there. Excellent. So you just fortify. That's fine. And trade route coming out of Shiamak over here. Yeah, its production rate's pretty bad. It's going to take 39 turns to finish the encampment. So I think what we want to do is we do want to get some more production. I think we'll run... that's tricky. I mean, Dry Meat Shield gives us more money. Salvius gives us more food, which is good. If we go down to Cryptrix, we do get not quite... Well, we get a lot of food, not quite as much production. But also, it doesn't have a trading post yet, and it would be nice to build one. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to run this to Cryptrix. Might also build some more roads over land. We'll see what happens. More coffee. Catching up on the chat. That's right. If someone wants to earmark a tip for Essentia Monica, it'll probably be the ice cream and tea fund. That is absolutely true. Absolutely true. Although we have to talk about stuff with Essentia soon. Next week is Essentia's birthday, And for her birthday, we've been doing these charity live streams for that. So stay tuned for an announcement for that. Just giving a little teaser out there. We still have many details left to come. But stay tuned. We got to hook up this niter. I mean, we've got niter, but, you know, more for production is good. Once you get into space, be sure to nuke people from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. That's true. Plus, we haven't seen you launch a nuke yet. Not in a live stream game. I did do like a video or something at some point. I think it was like post-win, basically. So my games... Oops. I don't want to set a pin. My games just keep ending before nukes become a thing. Alright, so this builder... I should probably go and hook up the things that give us the production boost and things first. That's gonna be fine. There we go. I gotta say, playing as Australia, once you get that Outback station, good God! That is a good improvement. Also, it's super cool because it builds all these little fences. Yeah, you just wait. Wait till the Australia series gets there. Here we're clearly building a farm triangle, so I will go ahead and do that. There we go. So we've got 5 food at each farm now. That's very good. Radios in 1 turn. Cold War. I don't know how far away we are from the nuclear fission technology. It's an interesting question. Pretty far. But do we need... Here's the thing. No. Finish that, then queue up that. Do we need to rush Space Race? No. And no, we really don't. At all. So we could just half research Cold War and then fill in some other things. Yeah, we're going to consider that. Oil everywhere, but not a car nowhere. So what is it good for? To power war machines, obviously. Our battleships and whatnot. Oh, yeah, a tip in from Gillatron, who says, just found you through your excellent Unity YouTube tutorials. So, well, thank you very much. Wanted to buy you some whiskey and chocolate. And again, tomorrow there will be a Unity programming thing on the stream here. What do you want? You want many resources, but I have duplicates of everything. In exchange for dyes and diamonds. And again, at this point, I don't know if I already have dyes and diamonds or not. Whatever, I'll say sure. Fine. Cool. Java Jawa says, Utini! An equal split for the ice cream and tea, because tea is bigger than whiskey. What? For reference, Jarwar. Because Britishness. Oh, yes, where you add random R's at the end of words that doesn't actually make sense. Okay. We'll say it your way. Etoniter, thank you very much. Greetings from Sweden. Have some gold for the whiskey and chocolate fund. What about whiskey chocolate or chocolate whiskey? No idea if they exist yet. Keep up the great work. Well, there are whiskey-filled chocolates. But to me, it's like, why do that when you could just have the chocolate and whiskey side by side? All right, radio kicks in. We could build the broadcast tower, and we might build some in some of our cultural districts, but I don't know if that's going to be that important. Seaside Resort, we're not doing tourism. Aluminium, though. Oh, it's actually spelled aluminum here. I like the more international way, the aluminium. Does we have any? We have 2 sources. They're both in Catguy, which is our Petra city. Oh my god, the production rates in this city are going to be unbelievable. Because the Petra's already making these tiles pretty damn decent. But this is flat desert, actually. This was a Desert Hills. We could have already mined this one. This one couldn't have been mined before, and we wouldn't have been able to improve it. Now we can improve it to insane production. Oh my god, we gotta send a builder down there, though. Like, ASAPly. In fact, I think I'm gonna queue up another builder here in Juna. And I think we had one kicking around over here. I think we're gonna need another builder over here. We're gonna queue up a bunch of builders while we have that policy in order. You've only got 1 use yet left, so you built your little farming triangle, which should give Carnifex plenty of food now. We could do some more. In fact, I think I might set up another farming triangle over here. And then I'll go and maybe build some Alcazars. more food, more better. You finish that. You can go up here and hook up some fish for me. Cheers, thank you. Down here, you're going to get the extra oil. That is so much production. Tivik might have a little bit of food problem. No, not really. Depends on who owns these tiles. No, you're owning these tiles and working these tiles. So you actually have a decent amount of food. We'll probably build a farm right there for the triangle effect. You've got a decent amount of food already, and now you're going to get good production from all these mines. That's going to be really good. Did Quill say something nice about Petra? Petra in Civ 6 is good. In 5, it just made desert tiles not be garbage. In 6, it's quite good, especially the more desert hills you've got. But it is hard to build on Deity, and usually building it may not be worthwhile. Owning it, though, is great, which is why you get other people to build it for you. I really want to... I want to improve the bananas. How many times in this game have French religious units screwed with us? They're doing it again. Gosh darn it. Okay, shipyard. Rocketry. So we still haven't boosted rocketry, which is a damn shame. I actually don't know if we have any active spies or if we have to build some more. I think we got one killed at some point. Random. Oh! Oh, France and India are at war. Like, why are we hearing elephant sounds? It's interesting that India does keep these elephants around maybe too long. I don't know how the upgrade path for them works, but their debuff still applies, which is interesting. Even when the unit itself is obsolete, the debuff that it gives to nearby units is still powerful, which might make it worthwhile. We need to build more traders, and yeah, we could build more spies. We're not going to do those in Melissa Riddle, though. Its production rates suck. We just sort of need to buff what we've got already. May as well put down the seaport, I suppose. We're going to have to send some trade routes over here to originate from Melissa Harbor. Or Melissa Riddle. We are going to be working on an industrial zone over here, which should give us some overlapping production, but still not that much. Okay, these units haven't moved. Why are they not moving? Give it one more turn. Hey, cool man! Gold, where is all gone? The sober advisor doesn't know. I don't really know what you mean. Gold, where's it all gone? Oh, Rob, that's funny. Oh, we got another tip in from Terja. Petra must be a viable strategy when you play as Australia, is it not? You can build those outback stations in the desert after all. That's true, further boosting those desert tiles. That's an excellent point. So the outback stations that Australia can build. So, you know a farm gives you +1 food in a tile, right? Outback station gives you +1 food and +1 production. And while farms can sort of boost each other with adjacency, the outback stations get adjacency bonus from pastures. So it sort of comes out to at least the same, but mostly the outback stations are going to be much better. You can build them normally on flat ground, plains, grassland, desert, but you can also build them on desert hills. And yeah, so you can outback the hell out of desert as Australia. On the other hand, Australia is particularly strong, I would say, where there's a lot of coast, so like an island plates map. And that tends to be a little bit less desert prone. Although the thing is, continents map has plenty of coast as well, so probably also good and fine. Yeah, we got plenty of tile improvements we need over here. We're going to need more builders. We got plenty of money. I mean, we're making such sick money. Tell you what, in Rock Mage, you build a builder. And we'll get back to you. Hey, there we go. They moved. Excellent. So you can go and mine mine the iron, and Tivik potentially getting a bunch of production rates going up. You're good. Cold War is halfway through, so we may not. I may go and just switch over to conservation, which gives us 3 envoys, which is very nice. Do we have any bank? No, we don't. Playing Aussies next. I'm actually playing Aussies right now. Nicholas? I don't know. But not on Twitch. I have a YouTube series. Ooh, Japan is fighting Amsterdam here, which might be the fall of Amsterdam. So I'm not actually at a war with any of these guys, right? Does it show you war status here? Oh yeah, the little happy face. So we're happy with everyone. Have you seen any gold mines yet in the Poland game? No. Oh, they think I'm a warmonger. I don't know why they think I'm a warmonger, just because I've exterminated Spain and taken over half my continent here. How dare they call me a warmonger? So we need amenities, we need housing. Do we still have any, like, war exhaustion kicking around? War weariness anywhere? No. So it's all, like, population-based amenity problems. Fair enough. Oh, we gained a CB! War territorial expansion on Saladin. Again, we might do that. If Saladin starts to do more space stuff, we'll have to keep a sharp eye on him, but right now we are okay. Nabats could go and build... You know, if we did build our way up to a seaport, we could get a boost with the right policy towards making spaceship parts, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to care about that. The housing here is capped. Can we fit in a neighborhood in our capital? Yeah, I think I will do that here. We still have some empty tiles that we could potentially put our spaceport in. So I'm going to go ahead and build a neighborhood tile there for some housing. Let's build a spy here. And there we go. We did build the spy over here, though. We are going to send you to... Well, they have 3 launch pads. Wow. I'm going to send you to Cairo. They're getting serious with their rocketry production. If we took a look, last time I checked, there was no one close to a victory. Religion, no. Domination, no. Culture... I mean, the numbers are getting a little bit bigger, but I don't actually think we've got any real threat. And Arabia has launched an Earth satellite. And they do have a lot of spaceports for us to screw with. I am going to go and remove the rainforest here to give some food and production to Duce Williams. It doesn't remove the bananas, so that's good. So that completes that a little bit faster, which is nice and lovely. You don't have any districts. Not much room to build new districts, though, honestly. Could build a harbor on the coast. Any good spots for an industrial zone? Tolerable. We could overlap with 6 Scotch. We don't have an aerodrome yet. Could use it to build some planes. It's not a terrible idea, actually. Although the production rates here, well, actually will be fine. Once Duce grows, it's got a couple of good mines. I mean, not a ton of production, though. Some cities still got to repair some stuff. What do we think? Cut down the rainforest because screw winter. Exactly. You know what? I'm going to do it. Screw it. I'm just building a random aerodrome here. Just because. I want it. It's the best reason. I feel like it, so I'm going to do it. Get over there. Trade route coming out here. We're definitely going for high production. Food's not bad either. Again, if we can set up a trade post, that'd be nice. Cryptrix is already going to get one. Homeless guy wouldn't be bad, actually. Let's go ahead and do that. Send you to homeless guy. And, right, we've got our builder that we bought. This is a mine. I guess we're going to mine the hill here, and then we'll probably have to do some farming. Keep the food up a little higher. This mine here, and then later on here, is going to be good for an industrial zone for Rock Mage. That's going to be good. Didn't Flamebeard say with Spaniard? What's a Spain? Yeah, there's probably still some Spanish culture left in those cities that we conquered from Spain. You would like a great deal many things for wine. You know what? I'm feeling generous today. I'm going to do that. Also, we do have an amenities problem, so getting a few more of these things would not be a terrible idea. I think I accidentally clicked on the city there. We are still please waiting.